Hello Year 11 and welcome to our 10th video here for our 10th topic. On measurement, we are looking at the volume and surface area of a sphere today. Volume and surface area of a sphere, like a ball. Now, we can't sort of break this down into cubes like we might do with a prism, perhaps. We can't lay it out flat to work out the area like we have done with so many of our other solid. We're just going to have to, I'm afraid, work with these two formulae. First of all, volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, 4/3 pi r cubed is the volume of the sphere. The surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. Okay, 4 times pi r squared. Let's have a look at an example and we'll just see how to apply those, but straightforward enough. An asteroid is a perfect sphere with a diameter of 324 meters. Notice, be careful here, and you might do this during a test. You might grab a highlighter or something. I'm just going to use my pen. It's a diameter of 324. Therefore, we're going to say the radius equals half of that, which is 150 plus 12, is 162 meters. Okay, just be careful there. We're so often given diameters as dimensions when we just about always need radii. So it asks us here, it says, oh yeah, no, there are two things to do. Its volume correct to 3 significant figures in cubic meters using scientific notation, because we're going to get a fairly big answer. So we want to calculate the volume in cubic meters. Best to use dimensions, to use meters as units, and that's what we have. So my volume is 4/3, 4/3, times pi, times 162 cubed. Now, 162 cubed is quite a large number. There's going to be quite a few cubic meters in this asteroid. So I'm not going to press pause here while I go to the calculator. I am going to keep it on screen here because it's ever so slightly different. So we'll turn our calculator on, and I'm going to say, I'm going to use my fraction button, 4/3. Just use your arrow there so you don't put the rest of this underneath. I'll put times, I don't know that I have to, but I will. 4/3 times pi times, now 162. There is a power of 3 button here. Just be careful you don't square it. It's got to be cubed. Cubed. 4/3 pi r cubed equals. Now I get this number here. Remember, scientific notation, 3 significant figures. So my 3 significant figures are the 1, 7, and 8. The 8 doesn't round up because it's followed by a 0. So 1.78 times 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I need to move the decimal place to the left. So 1.78 times 10 to the power of 7. There we go. Oops. Okay, so 1.78 times 10 to the power of 7 cubic meters. Right, that's the volume of this asteroid. Now we're also asked to work out the surface area in hectares. Right, I'm still going to work with square meters, and we have to remember that there are 10,000 square meters in a hectare. So we're going to divide our answer by 10,000. So my surface area is 4 pi r squared. So 4 times pi times 162 squared. Okay, and that's equal to, now I'm going to write this as 329,800. I'm going to start doing some rounding off because we're going to give our answer to the nearest hectare at the end anyway. So 329,800. There we go. Oops. 329,800 square meters. We're going to divide by 10,000. All right, so that's by 10, by 100, by 1,000. By 10,000 is 32.9, or approximately 33 hectares. Okay, that's the surface area of that asteroid. Surface area and volume of a sphere, 4/3 pi r cubed for the volume, 4 pi r squared for the surface area. Now, just a little reminder, if I'm dealing with parts of spheres, a hemisphere will have half the volume of a sphere, but it will have, think about this, 3/4 of the surface area. Okay, the surface area isn't just halved because we expose a new surface, and if it's a hemisphere, we'll expose a full new circle. So I have half of the original surface area plus that circle, that flat circle through the middle, which is pi r squared, so we end up with 3 pi r squared. You can experiment with some other shapes there, and if they don't make a lot of sense or you're not sure, you want to check, you know what to do, ask me in class. Okay, I'll see you then.